Good morning and welcome into Hometown today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Wally Lukashenski back in the Daily Dodge studio with the man Kale Zomer himself up in the WBEV studio, making us sound good today. Hometown today is presented by Professional Floor Covering and McKinstry's Home Furnishing in downtown Beaver Dam. And go discover the floor model clearance sale over at McKinstry's Home Furnishing right now. Symbol and Simmons Beauty Rest mattress sets at McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. The new mattress sets arriving soon, and they need to clear out the old discontinued models, and you can save big. These aren't the bargain basement qualities that they're trying to get rid of. These are just a year out of stock, so they're brand new. You're getting a great night of sleep on these things, and it's so important to get a good night of sleep. High energy Wally, that doesn't happen here without a good night of sleep. You got to get on those nice mattresses. You can stop in during the floor model clearance sale going on now at McKinstry's Home Furnishings. Quantities are limited, so hurry in for the best selection. And also have adjustable bases, headboards, bed frames, sheets, and mattress protectors. Delivery and disposal of your old mattress is available, so you don't even have to worry about that end of things. So McKinstry's going to take care of you down in downtown Beaver Dam, and you can reach them on their website as well at McKinstry'sHomeFurnishings.com. My energy's high today, as it always is, when I'm joined by the one and only Diana Ogle to my right. Diana, how are you doing today?
I'm blessed and unstoppable today, my friend.
You are. And again, every time you come in, I like him ready to run through a wall before we even get started.
I might have. I mean, every day I wake up and the good Lord has blessed me with air. I got a purpose, and I'm going to go make somebody's day happy.
Well, you've already mission accomplished today. You can go to bed already.
And I brought cookies.
You brought cookies, too.
Speaking of bed, I'll swing over to McKinstry's. That's where my mattress came from.
Well, as it should. I mean,
it's my favorite thing. I lay in bed, and I'm like, honestly, I just lay in bed and think of Rick Fiegel. Don't tell Connie I said that.
No, yeah, okay. Well, keep your secret safe.
It's just between you and me.
It's right here. Nobody else is talking about that. No. A good night's sleep. That's the only thing that matters.
I love that mattress. I'm telling you. Delivered it, set it up, and the whole shebang.
You seem like a go to bed early, wake up at like the crack of dawn person to me.
Wackadoo. I do. I'm a farm girl. I can't get it out of my system. I mean, it's just automatic 5:30, 5:45. I'm up. Coffee, let's roll.
Well, and this time of year, it's great, too. You look outside, the sun's coming up at like 6 already.
I know. I hang out on the patio, listen to the birds. I have a cornfield in my backyard. So we live in the north end of Juneau, beautiful Juneau, Wisconsin. And we live on the north end, and I have a cornfield in my backyard. So I just kind of hang out and listen to the birds. And a couple critters go rolling through.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a life right there.
Buddy, it's the best. It's the best.
Well, you know what else is the best? Is Park Village Shopping Center. You can get everything over there.
No doubt. One-stop shop all day long, my friend.
What's going on? I know that every time we talk to you, there's another big event. There's something else that's happening. Is there something crazy people need to be aware of right now over there?
Absolutely. On Saturday, May 17th, which is in about a week and a skosh, right after Mother's Day, the next weekend after Mother's Day, we're having a big craft fair over there. And you know, where the old Arlo's used to be, in that big space over there, it's about 5,000 square feet. We're going to have about 13, 15 vendors over there, and everything from jewelry, which is my personal favorite.
It's looking good on you, by the way.
I'm telling you, my husband thinks they could be fish and lures. I'm not sure.
Fish and lures. I like that.
Anyway, so we have jewelry, jams, jellies, and then the pickle lady will be there. Have you met the pickle lady?
I haven't, but you keep telling me about the pickle lady.
You got to see the pickle lady. I mean, at the Pepperfest last year, she comes every year at the Pepperfest. Her name is Heidi, and she's out of Waupun. She sold 25 dozen quarts of pickles.
That's literally almost what? That's almost 300 different pickles.
Don't ask. I suck at math. Don't ask me that.
It was close.
I'm an English major. I'm not a math major.
Hey, I was too. Get out of that. I'm not even kidding.
I was. You're like my spirit animal.
I was going to say, this is good right here.
This is good. So I could tell everybody, I could talk about your dangling participle and conjunctional phrases, but don't 2 + 2 is Jello. I don't know.
No problem. We won't do math here. We'll just talk to each other, which is better for us anyways. We're talkers.
Yeah.
So at the craft fair, so this is 10 days away. Pickle Lady's going to be there. What else is happening at this?
So we've got Beaver Dam pepper plants we're going to be selling because the Pepper Fest is coming up, as you know. It's always the second Saturday in September at the Park Village Shopping Center. So we'll have that. We've got folks that'll have skincare. We got Norwex young lady will be there. The cleaning stuff that's super good. In today's world, you got to stay clean and healthy.
Yeah.
And all your surfaces have to be clean and healthy, and this girl brings it to the table.
So what's that? I don't think I'm too familiar with Norwex. What are we going to be doing with that?
Norwex, they have a whole line of products in regards to your laundry, your kitchen, your bathroom, whether it be cloths, sprays, or whatever it is. Super good stuff, earth-friendly. It's the best.
That's perfect. I'm wearing my coffee this morning on my shirt, and I was already looking around. I'm like, I don't know how to get this out. It's 9 o'clock in the morning.
Well, I'd leave it there. It's kind of your badge of honor.
Yeah, I think it kind of fits me.
I think it does.
That's what I'm talking
So
about.
we've got that going on, and we're going to have raffle baskets. We have all that kind of stuff shaken down. So May 17th from 9 to 2, so it's only going to go till 2 in the afternoon. You got the rest of the day to go do what you got to go do, but we have all kinds of fun stuff that's going to be there. And get this, there's this young lady that makes sourdough bread. Best bread. And she makes sourdough chocolate chip cookies.
You've been telling me about
I know,
these
buddy.
cookies
I'd commit a crime for the cookies.
Okay, so like I've heard about these sourdough cookies. So when I'm thinking about it different than like a normal cookie, what is it like gonna be? Like how am I gonna notice the taste? Is it like a
yeah, it's denser, but it's almost like a pastry cookie. I mean, it is so good. And
That's dangerous.
And she's got those square hunks of chocolate in there.
Oh, the big thick
Yeah,
pieces.
buddy. Well, you ain't gonna mess around with little stuff.
No. I
Why
mean, you
would you?
start ripping up the little tiny ones, and all of a sudden, I'm like, it's almost like a sugar cookie at some point. Give me that
Almost like,
chunk.
give me the chunky stuff. Yeah, so that's going on there. And of course, we've got all kinds of stuff happening every day over at Park Village Shopping Center. I mean, I went swinging through Fox Brothers this morning, picked up some cookies. Love their cookies, love their deli, love everything. They have bags of popcorn. I kid you not. They're like this big bags of popcorn in the deli. I don't know where you'd need that bag of popcorn, but I'm pretty sure I'd want one.
It's funny you mentioned one right after the Fish and Rice Challenge. One of the first thing I did, I walked over there. I first of all took advantage of that sale last week on the brats.
On the brats, buy two, get a third one free.
Oh, that's dangerous.
It is.
But then on top of that, they have those deli sandwiches, which I've been a sucker for my whole life up here, where it's like the big ham sandwich. It's like $9.
Right.
Take that. I'm like, I got my meal for 2 days. I got a bag of popcorn. Because again, that thing, it's like the size of like
the size of a car.
Yeah, it's like an NFL kid's toddler. Like you're walking around with like one of those. Of popcorn.
Yeah. So when you're whipping through the deli, I mean, Mother's Day is coming up. There's surf and turf. They're advertising that, so that's going on. Treat the mama. Because without the mama, where would you be?
No. You only get one.
Well, ain't that the truth? So you can buy flowers there as well for the mama. They have plants outside for sale as well. So it's a one-stop. You got flowers, you got cards, you got plants, you got surf and turf, you got cookies, you got pie. Mama don't need to cook on Saturday.
No, she shouldn't. If she's cooking on Sunday, somebody failed.
Epic
fail.
fail.
Take care of her. Pamper her. She pampers us.
Absolutely.
364 days, sometimes 365.
Well,
give her one
true
day.
Story. Give her the day. And then we got Wonder Nails and Spa. Get her a gift card for there. I'm telling you, guys go there all the time,
Oh,
all the time.
This isn't an accident. This look of beauty right here.
I can't stand it. I'm telling you,
know.
I'm out of my mind. Anyway, so guys go there too. Cost cutters. Get her a gift certificate from there. Get her a gift certificate from Stocky House. Baskin Robin. Ice cream. I don't even need to say more, do I?
I know. I'm literally. I go over there too much as it is. I think that you're at some point gonna kick me out. Like while
no.
loitering around in the area.
Loitering at the Baskin Robbins.
But there's 31 flavors.
There's 31
I've got to try them all.
I know. We need to go. We've talked about going on a date.
It has to happen.
Pistachio.
I still haven't tried that.
Oh, buddy, we got to do it.
There's something about it. I'm like, all right, wait a minute. You're telling me there's like some kind of nut-flavored ice cream. My brain doesn't really...
I know, and I didn't think I was going to like it, but, buddy, it's the best.
Well, I believe it, because coffee was another one. At first, I was like, I'm never going to like a coffee ice cream. And then you try it, and you're like,
then you try, like, where have you been on my life?
Like, I've wasted, like, 30 years of my life.
Oh, buddy, I know, I'm telling you. So, Dunkin' Donuts is over there. They're I can never say this right. Bagel brisket breakfast. Whew, that's a lot of... I know. I mean, you put brisket on anything, I'm going to eat it. Now, if they made brisket ice cream.
I try it.
Why not?
They tried the bacon one a few years ago.
The bacon? Yeah. I think it was Denny's did bacon. And bacon.
A little sweet and salty. It's a good mix.
I'd eat it.
Yeah, brisket.
I mean, honestly, and I say this in all due respect, we don't miss many meals.
No,
buddy.
Absolutely not.
We don't miss many meals. So we've got that going on over there. Of course, Hobby Lobby, if you want to get mom a gift. Swing into Hobby Lobby. Everything you need is there. I mean, get some paper plates. Get some designer napkins. Get whatever you got to do. Set a little tea party up for the mama.
Yes.
Do that, grandma, aunts, all your sisters, blah, 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 everybody.
You put it off till like the week before. Sometimes you start panicking. You're like, oh, no, I can't do anything.
It's T-minus 4 days away. We better hustle.
You still can make it look like you've been thinking about this for a month and a half.
Absolutely. We can just roll in, boom, 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 got it, and you're gone.
Brownie points matter with mom.
Those
add up.
all day. Here's the funny thing about points. I never know what to do. I said to my husband one time, I said, you earned some points today. And he goes, what do I get to do with these points? I'm like, I'm not sure. And he goes,
never had the point system.
Do you have a book?
There's not a conversion rate.
Again, we're back to math. I know.
Well, we actually do have to take our first break. I feel like I keep kicking it down the road and having too much fun, as I always do here with you, Diana. But we're going to have a lot more to talk about with the Park Village Shopping Center on the other side of the break here.
Absolutely.
That's coming up here on Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. And welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Hometown Today is presented by Professional Floor Covering, also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. I kid you not, Diana, one of the hardest parts about my job is when you get a song that you're just particularly in the mood for, it brings this in, and I'm just like, can we just let this play for a little bit?
Just let Stevie sing.
Let Stevie sing.
Let Stevie sing. I met her, actually.
Get out.
No, back in my other life, I worked for Jam Productions. I worked at a radio station, and I was a jock at a radio station. Then I was in sales, and so then part of my role was to pick up people. So I've worked with everybody from Stevie Nicks to Tom Petty to the Police, Kansas, Boston, Foghat.
Tell me she was nice.
Sure.
Oh no! All right, that's fine. We'll brush past that.
She was a little saucy.
A little saucy.
Not mean, but just a little saucy.
Well, yeah, there's a little attitude. You got to have a little.
And I'm
bit
okay
of
with that. I mean, she's a legend.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
She can be whatever she.
I'm ready to do the Shaw twirl around right now with you.
I'm telling you right now. All right.
Tell
me about Jean's Floral.
Jean's Floral. Oh no, we just traded during the break there. You and I were gabbing right there. Kale gave us the fantastic scoop down on that.
Kale?
Well, this is
so
right
awesome.
before Mother's Day too. Again, it's another thing. Anytime that you can take care of mom, you got to go out there, get good flowers. Make sure, because you're always going to be able to. They go up there for 3 weeks. Your mom's going to look at it every time. She's going to think about you. She's going to remember, hey, you know what? Wally loves me. Hey, Diana loves me.
Absolutely. Every time she wets her plants, she's going to think of you.
Amen. And then every time one of the petals fall off, and be like, well, this is back to life where I'm cleaning up after him.
Absolutely.
That's what Mother's Day is about, right?
That's what Mother's Day. I mean, Mother's Day is coming right around the corner, so treat the mama good.
Absolutely.
Treat your aunt good. Treat your grandma good. Because we're not on this planet for a long time, my friend, and the older you get, you'll figure it out. But at Park Village Shopping Center, I mean, if mama likes fast food, grab some McDonald's, take her down to the lake, and just spend time with her. That's how they spell love.
I like that.
Time. That's it. Take her to the lake and sit on a park bench and just talk.
Time. I like that.
Time, baby. Just sit there and talk. Cousin Sub, same thing. Best cheese curds on the planet, by the way.
Oh, I love a good cheese curd.
Body, I'm telling you, commit a crime again. There's a lot of crime committing going on.
Every time we talk, I'm worried. I'm like,
we should just go to roll.
Dale Schmidt's going to be listening. All of a sudden, be sitting outside
he
the
might
front
be listening.
just for you and I.
Yeah, one of my favorite people on the planet, Dale Schmidt.
Yeah, that's smart. We got to make sure if we're committing a crime, we have to make sure we do.
Well, yeah,
right.
I've tried to get. Well, that's another story. Anyway, so we've got that going on. So, I mean, Hobby Lobby's going on. You know what? Here's a crazy thing. Get her a gift certificate from the laundromat.
Yeah.
I know it sounds crazy.
Don't make her she's got to go out there anyways. You go there. She doesn't have to worry about it.
No, if she's got dry cleaning or whatever,
she doesn't.
Let
have
her
to
just go and she don't have to starch the shirts and iron them and all that stuff. Let them do it. That'd be a great gift certificate.
100%. Again, I'm talking about the coffee stand. I can't tell you how many times growing up where I get something on and I can see the sigh still from my mom. Just throw that on my bed. I'll take care of it.
I know. The mama takes care of everything.
Exactly. I'm like, hey, thanks, Mom. And then you forget about it.
She's a one-woman army.
She is. Every time. And that's why you got to take care of your moms. And there's so much you can do over there for Mom this Mother's Day. You mentioned gift certificates. You mentioned the spa. You mentioned Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly. Just make life easy. Make her so she doesn't have to cook on Sunday.
Absolutely. Do that, and there's so much going on. I mean, we got Nightberry Title Company. You can't buy your mom a title. But in the event that mama wants to buy or sell a house, that's the place that you need to end up at for the title company.
Yeah, well, you got a good job. You want to help mom out with the house. Hey, let's make that happen.
Absolutely. Let's make that happen. You can make that happen. Shopco Opticals over there. Get mama some new lenses or whatever the case may be. Make sure mama's eyes are nice and bright because she wants to see how handsome you are.
Well, good luck. She's going to get him and realize, there's other things I have to do.
The mama loves this no matter what, so we got it going on. So, Elevated Yoga.
Yes.
Why wouldn't you want to just buy mom a gift certificate at Elevated Yoga?
Everybody needs that relaxation.
You know what? We need to get you over there in them silks. Have you seen those?
I haven't seen these yet.
Body, I tried to get in it. I look like, I was a hot mess. I was Abbott and Costello all rolled into one. And I'm trying, and Olivia's so cute. You need to stand up. Stand up. I can't even sit down. And I'm grabbing on it. Can we just swing? Is that what she goes? No, and I'm like, so Olivia is the bomb. She's the bomb. She can't weigh but 90 pounds soaking wet. God love her. She's got the strength of a moose, though, I'm telling you.
You take care of yourself like that.
Buddy, she does. And so she's got classes. You can go to elevatedyoga.org. Oh, please don't get mad at me, Livia, if I screwed that up. But so Elevated Yoga, you can find her on Facebook. They got classes. They got all that going on over there. So We've got a lot of stuff that you can pamper the mama with.
Absolutely. And she doesn't even have to be experienced with yoga. That's one of those things. They have classes, different levels.
Yeah.
If you're a beginner, they'll take care of you.
They'll take care of you. Just go there, get within your mindsets. They got all kinds of classes. And so there's so much going on for Mother's Day, but we've always got stuff going on at the Park Village Shopping Center. May 17th, we've got a craft fair coming up. We've got everything from food to jewelry. Pickle Lady's going to be there. I've mentioned that before. I just got to get you a jar of pickles.
I love pickles. So.
What's your favorite pickle?
A dill pickle. Just simple dill.
Straight
simple dill. I love it. I do like them when they're like, you kind of get them
sliced.
Sliced, but not like in the thin way. I'm like the long way. You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about?
sure.
I like to put like 2 against like a burger or something like that. I get a pickle.
Because I want a pickle every bite.
I would do, because like sometimes you go to a place and there'll be like 4 of those little pickles and they're like stacked on each other.
That's a waste of pickle.
It's a waste of pickle.
You got to have them throughout. Yeah.
Yeah, every bite's got to have a pickle on it.
So the Pickle Lady's going to be there, and she's got jams, jellies, and of course she's got pickles. My favorite is bread and butter pickles.
You know, you're a bread and butter person.
I'm the bread and butter pickle girl. Bob. I love those. So, jewelry. We've got food. Like I said, we talked about the sourdough girl's going to be there with bread and those cookies.
I'm going to be boxing out the door when I need one of these cookies.
I need a cookie.
Yeah, but I've been hearing about this for like weeks now.
Yeah,
I need a sourdough cookie.
You do. They're so good. So we got that going on. We're going to be selling Beaver Dam pepper plants as well. And it's always good.
September's not far away.
September, I know. When you really think about it, we're tapping on the door of June right now.
Yeah, we're at the front end of summer now.
I'm telling you, it's yeah, absolutely. So at the Pepper Fest, of course, we have the chili cook-off. So get your pepper plants now, get them in the ground. Those of you who think you got darn good chili, Ron Wilkie, and I will call him out because he does have darn good chili. Ron Wilkie's the best. So get that chili, get it going. And then, of course, the Paula Dean of Dodge County, Tina Swain. Do you know Tina Swain?
I know of Tina Swain, too.
Well, everybody knows of her. She is a legend in Dodge County.
There's always like 1 or 2 separate, like, what's the Kevin Bacon separation theory?
Oh, sure.
You're always one person away from somebody. It's what makes this place, like, so special.
That's what's so cool about Dodge County. And my good friend Tina Swain, every Pepper Fest, she comes rolling in with a pan of cinnamon rolls for all the worker bees.
Oh, no.
I'm telling you, it's the best.
I have to be working, though, to get one of these?
No, you just have to know me.
Hey, all right.
That's right.
I'm going to put a word in for you.
Yeah, so get your pepper plants because then you can enter the chili cook-off.
Okay.
So we got that going on. We're going to have Beaver Dam pepper brats. We have apple pepper pie eating contest. And we have one surprise in the can that I can't quite let out yet.
I'm going to be like poking you down the road this next
I know
3 months
you
before I
will,
get
but
in.
it is going to be epic.
All right, so that's good to know.
Epic.
September, again, that's on the other side of summer. We're a season away now.
Isn't that the craziest thing? And if you're a vendor and if you want to be at the Pepper Fest, just get in touch with me. You can find me on Diana Novak Ogle on Facebook. Get in touch with me. Call the radio station. They'll figure out how to find me. Everybody knows how to find me.
No, I was just saying, you're never that far away.
You can even call the sheriff. He knows how to find me.
You're probably on speed dial for him.
I am.
That doesn't surprise me whatsoever.
Actually am. Yeah, I do. He's the best. I mean, if there's anything that's going on, he's got it going on. And I thank him. And I thank the chief of police, Kreitzinger, to keep our community clean, safe, and happy. I love them all. And they're always there at the Pepper Fest. Anytime there's something going on, they run through the parking lot. I mean, all their people take care of everybody throughout the community. And I love that about this town.
Amen. I was just saying, Park Village Shopping Center, make sure you go over there. There's so much going on. May 17th, Craft Fair. Pepperfest, very, very close down the road.
Isn't that crazy? It's
very,
just
very close.
Right there.
Insane. Time flies. It goes too fast. And speaking of time flying, we're right up against it. So I have to ask you, because you have one of my favorite little catchphrases that we ever hear here, and you got to share it with us before we say goodbye today.
I shop Park Village Shopping Center. You should too.
Every time. I love it.
Every time.
Oh, well, Diana, as always, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Already looking forward to the next one here.
Absolutely. It's going to be blessed and unstoppable day. Get out there and enjoy the day.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to do that. We're going to take your advice today.
We are going to go. You and I are going to go wandering through Park Village Shopping Center and just do something silly.
I'm excited for that.
I am.
There's a date coming up here.
There's a date. We got it going on.
Well, I have a date with Kathy Barnett here on the other side of the break. We're going to be talking a little bit about the Haunted History Tour, which is very, very exciting in its own right. We're going to go from Peppers to Haunted History Tour. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you spend your Wednesday morning here. But that's on the other side of the break on Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Hometown Today is presented by Professional Floor Covering, your store for floors and so much more. Locally owned store. Randy and his team are here to help you design the perfect space, whether it's a need for flooring, countertops, or cabinets, or it's time for an upgrade in the bathroom with a new shower or tub. They've got you covered. Yeah, when it comes to the bathroom, you want it to be kind of a little bit of an oasis for yourself. You don't want to be in there and go, ugh, this bathroom's just yucky. If it's time for a new shower, they've got you covered there, whether it's a total retile job or maybe you want to do some glass panels for a more luxurious, spacious feel. From color, material choice, size, and arrangement, there's a lot of design choices that need to be made before beginning the remodeling process, and their team can help you all along the way. They can also help out with those tub-to-shower conversions as well. And you know, with floors in their names, they've totally got you covered with flooring. Over 1,000 samples of carpet, LVP, hardwood, tile, laminate, LVP, and of course, they do custom area rugs as well. Professional Floor Covering, 713 Park Avenue in Beaver Dam, online at PROFLR.com. We head back down to the Daily Dodge TV studios and welcome back in Mr. Wally Lukachinski.
Thank you very much, Kale, and I'm very excited now. We're joined to talk about a spring leisurely tour. Don't get it mistaken with the haunted tour with Kathy Barnett here. And Kathy, we were talking about it a little bit going into the break, but this is going to be a different kind of look. It's springtime. It's going to be nice, warmer weather for this tour. What's it going to look like?
Well, we're not going to have a bunch of reenactors in costumes and tiki torches and et cetera. It's just me, myself, and I. I'm just going to take folks through, and we're just going to stop at some of the highlights of the history of that cemetery, which is, did you know, the oldest cemetery in Dodge County?
No, I didn't know that.
Yes, so there's a lot of history there.
Well, and I know during the fall it can be it's chillier, it gets a little spooky. It's walking through a cemetery. It's not you get a little nervous. But this is the springtime. This is going to be nice weather. It's a great opportunity to get a historical understanding of what this is going to be like. So how does this work? Like, how do people register, or do they just show up?
Just show up. I'm going to have a wearable mic so that everybody can hear me. And please, I hope it's not too big of a crowd, but we'll manage.
That's good.
I can talk.
Hey, well, that's good. I was going to say, I'm good at talking too, so this is going to be a lot of fun.
If I don't know the answer, I'm good at making it up, so we'll be fine.
If you just say it with confidence enough, people are like, oh, yeah, that sounds right. That sounds real.
Yeah.
Well, so, like, how long is this tour? Like, where do you go?
Well, I've never done it before. I'm thinking it depends on the size of the crowd and how long I talk, but less than an hour.
Okay, sure. So this is a nice way. Go out there on the evening. When is this
It's
actual
at
tour?
1 o'clock in the afternoon,
Ooh.
this Saturday.
This Saturday, 1 o'clock. So you're going to actually be able to go out there plenty of daylight. You don't have to be afraid of the cemetery at all.
Don't need flashlights, or you might need a walking stick,
Right,
or
walking
a strong arm to hold on to. There's been a lot of holes dug in that little piece of ground in the last 160-some years. So
No kidding.
yeah.
Well, it's very exciting. So this Saturday, you don't need to register.
No.
Where do people want to meet up with you to get this started?
In the middle of the Burnett Street side of the cemetery, where we normally start the haunted history tours.
Okay, so if you're familiar with that, you're going to know exactly where to go.
Yep.
Perfect. And then what are, I guess, the highlights of the tour? What is for people that might not be aware of what you're going to be talking about?
Oh, Beaver Dam's first judge, the first settler, the first grave. Did you know we have a mass grave in there?
No, I haven't even had a chance. This is still the first year I've been here. I don't go to the cemetery too much, hopefully.
So you know nothing.
Not much. That's why I was excited to hear about this
tour.
tour.
I'm going to show people where and why we have a mass grave in that cemetery. We're going to visit some of the Civil War veterans, some War of 1812 veterans, a veteran Civil War nurse, and how she got to be a nurse in the Civil War. That was because of Governor Harvey's widow talked Abraham Lincoln into saying, hey, we can do this. You let us ladies come and serve. So
absolutely.
A lot of history there.
A lot of history. So you go back to 1812. It's something I can never wrap my head around. There's so much history right here in Dodge County.
Right.
And it's right in front of us. And sometimes you just need that little nudge to go and learn. But knowing your history matters a lot.
And people really didn't come in and settle Wisconsin until after the end of Black Hawk War.
Yeah.
Which was 1838. So around 1840 is when they first were coming in. There were no roads. There were no bridges. There were no towns. And you're dragging along Grandpa, who fought in the War of 1812. He's already 80, and he's walking along behind the ox cart because it's more comfortable to walk and faster than riding on one of those things following an old Indian trail.
Absolutely. With all the jumble in, it probably hurts your joints and everything back then, too.
No springs.
No springs.
No pavement. No bridges. It was a hard slog.
Wow. So this is, again, a very cool opportunity here coming up this Saturday at 1 o'clock. What else can people expect from this tour? Is this going to be more or less you just walk around explaining, like, this grave right here, this person, this is what they did in their life? Is that what this is going to look like?
That's some of it. I'm also going to educate people on how to go into any cemetery and find the oldest graves by the style of the stone.
Oh, get out.
Yeah.
So how does that work?
Looks
Can we
at
get like
those
a
white
cheat
arch
sheet?
top? Maybe not those. No.
Well, I was gonna say, can I get like a cheat sheet or something? Like, is there like a hint that I could get? Like, how do you go about that? Like,
I can point out in one spot in that cemetery the 1840s, the 1860s, the 1880s, just by the style of the stone.
Wow. How did you like get into this growing up and like looking around? Like,
I walked through that cemetery every day on my way to high school, and I fell in love with this one stone. And who the heck is this Abe Ackerman? Well, now I live on his land.
no way.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. So this all just started from a passion from walking through, get an appreciation of with the architecture of the stones and just the beauty of the area itself. And now here you are talking about it.
And then I heard that they were doing reenactments in Forest Lawn Cemetery in Milwaukee, and I thought, oh, that sounds so cool. I wish we could do something like that. So I brought the suggestion to the historical board, and I could hear crickets.
No, really?
Nobody was interested. Oh, okay. So I did research, and I wrote a script, and then the next board meeting I said, well, here's the script. What do you think?
And better response?
Yeah, and except for Mark Bourne. How much is it going to cost us?
Hey, no comment for the press on that one. What I will ask, so like when you're talking about going and how this all started, so this idea came from seeing other reenactments at other cemeteries.
I never saw one. I just heard about them.
You just heard about them and did your own research.
15 years ago, I started doing haunted history. Then I did a walking tour, like we're doing Saturday, of Oakwood. I've done that a couple of times. Then I put together a presentation of Dodge County cemeteries. Then people are coming up to me in the grocery store going, "You're the cemetery lady, aren't you?" So I've brought it on myself. I can't blame anybody for it. But if you're interested in history, there is so much to be discovered in a cemetery.
There is. And again, those people often around 70, 80 years, they have so much history just individually, and that goes before the era as a whole. But we're going to have to step aside for a quick break before we come back, learn a little bit more about this spring leisurely tour that's coming up just this Saturday. So you have something to do here on the weekend, middle of the day. Cut up your day, have a great time in the afternoon.
Take Mother out early.
There you go. Take Mother out early for Mother's Day. Get the little history
Go
of...
visit great-grandma.
Exactly. The family reunion on Saturday. I like that, Kathy. And we're going to be talking more about this on the other side of the break here on Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
This
And welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Hometown Today is presented by Professional Floor Covering, also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. Wally Lukashenski and Kale Zomer up in the WBEV studio, making us sound good. Big thanks, as always, to Kale. And now, I'm very excited. We're still talking with Kathy Barnett. We have a leisurely tour coming up on this Saturday at 1 o'clock. Going through the cemeteries, learning a little history about this wonderful area. We were talking a little bit during the break. There's a couple big families, some famous families when you look back at the Beaver Dam era. So the Browers and the Mackeys.
Right.
What can you tell me about them?
Well, Thomas Mackey was Beaver Dam's first settler.
First ever.
First ever. Him and his family and his son-in-law Joe and the grandkid settled in Fox Lake.
Wow.
The booming metropolis of Fox Lake. And went,
He said, no, I'm Beaver Dam.
Walked about 10 miles south and said, well, this is a good spot. So Joe and Tom cleared some land, put the wood aside to build with, and went back to Fox Lake for the winter. Came that spring, built their abodes, brought Thomas Mackey's daughter, Joe's wife, down to the cabin, and then went back to get Ma and the rest of the furniture or whatever. So she is actually Beaver Dam's first settler, and she was scared to death of Indian attack. So the whole time they were gone, she was doors locked, windows bolted, hiding under the bed.
Wow.
But she was the first one. So it was their son, little Johnny, who was the first burial in this cemetery. He passed away when he was 2.
Oh, wow.
So we will be visiting his grave, we'll be visiting the Mackey's grave, and we'll be visiting the Brower's grave. Martha Brower was Thomas Mackey's sister. And the Browers were a crew. We're talking 8 people. We're talking Ma and Pa, Grandma and Grandpa. Grandpa's the War of 1812 veteran. We're talking an old maid and aunt. We're talking a maid and 3 kids.
Wow. So it's a big little group here.
It's a big little group. They came to Green Bay. They came down the Fox River to Lake Winnebago, across Lake Winnebago on Indian canoes, then by ox cart, which I've explained to you before is how fast and comfortable, to Fox Lake, where they settled on the north side. Then Thomas decided,
Not good enough for me.
I like the south side better. So he ups and moves him to the south side. His wife is pregnant. He's got all these people, and they build a dam and a mill, and then he goes down to Beaver Dam to see what Thomas found, and he likes that better. So he leaves one of the older kids in charge of the mill and the dam in Fox Lake and moves everybody else down to Beaver Dam.
Wow.
Builds a double cabin on the north side of Front Street, which is to be operated as a hotel and tavern by his pregnant wife.
That's wild.
Who promptly gives birth. So now she's got a newborn and all these kids and all these senior citizens to take care of.
Wow.
But these were the movers and shakers. Now, Brower tried to get a dam built and a mill put up, and he ran out of money.
Wow.
So the Reverend Moses Ordway came along, bought the land where the dam would be, put up an abode, imported his family, which was just 2 kids. That's reasonable. Handed over his 17-year-old son a shovel and a wheelbarrow, said, right there is where I want you to build the dam, and went off on his preaching circuit.
And then all of a sudden, soon after that, Beaver Dam starts booming. You're starting to get what we have now in front of us because of these people 180 years ago.
That's what all these early settlers were looking for, was water power. If you could put up a mill dam, you were set.
Wow. Well, first of all, Kathy, we have only about a minute left here. This flew by. But thank you for joining us. And that was a great little, teaser for what you could be getting this Saturday at the Spring Leisurely Tour. learn a lot about your local area. That's so important. Figure out why things are the way they are. 180 years feels like a long time. In the scope of things, that's really not that long. This is recent history here.
It is.
It's a newish area. So make sure Saturday you go out, and where can people go at 1 o'clock again to meet up with you?
On the Burnett side of the cemetery.
Burnett side of the cemetery.
Halfway up. And I'm going to close with a poem.
Please do.
This is on Mary Fenstermacher's grave. Remember, folks, as you pass by, as you are now, so once was I. As I am now, so you shall be. Prepare for death and follow me.
Ooh.
See what you can find?
Wow, that's fantastic. Well, again, this is more reason. Again, you're going to see the first grave put in there about 180 years ago. You're going to get to see so many of these famous families that have made Beaver Dam what they are, and you're going to be there to help explain it all, whether you can pinpoint the actual years of these graves and all that. You're going to learn a lot on Saturday.
Yep.
Well, thank you so much for joining me, Kathy Barnett. It's been a lot of fun, and looking forward to talking with you plenty over the next few months.
Okay, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. That's going to do it for us here at Hometown Today. Again, thank you up to the big guy upstairs, Cale Zomer, for helping us out. The man, the myth, the legend himself. That's going to do it. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Actually, on a remote tomorrow, we're going to be out there at Hoeksters from 9 to 11. But same time, same place when we start. Hang out with me, Wade. Cale will be back here making us sound good as always. That's it for us here on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Attention.